Hello guys, so I thought we'd start a little new series, being Age of Empires. Now, we are starting off with as the English. Now obviously what we can see here is we're just getting our resources, you know, getting our food started, getting some on gold, wood and some stone as well. Now what we're seeing here is obviously me scout going out and about. And obviously just bringing a little bit more of the map up for me, so it makes my life a little bit easier in finding the opposition. So obviously, as we can see, we're just building up our resources to start with. Now, yes, I have played Age of Empires before. Am I good at it? No. I'm not good at it in the slightest. Well, I'm not good, but I'm alright. Obviously, look, I didn't even look at what resources I had. I thought I'd get a little wall across there. I thought I'm not going to do a partial wall. But I thought this could be just a fun little series. So I am literally doing, basically, I'm going to go with 1v1 on easy, which is what this game is. So I'm the English and we went against a random easy civ as the Delhi. So what I'm trying to do is just get quicker at the game and a bit better at it. Obviously it's a fun game, it's just a chill game anyway, but right, I just thought this could be a completely different series. So obviously I'd say an early game on this is a nightmare, especially when you just do the normal rules with no mods or anything. Obviously here we've skipped up a little bit here. Now you see that we are aging up to age 2. We've got a fair few more villagers on food, stone, gold. And we're actually building up a little bit of a population. Apologies there, I yawned. And that we are building up obviously our population and we're slowly getting there. Now we've only got a few villagers on the age up. Now I think if you want to age up almost instantly, yes, whack all your villagers on it. Generally for the first ages 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, well 1 to 2 I generally put 2 to 4 on, and 2 to 3 I obviously up it a little bit because I've got more villagers, I've got more spare, stuff like that. Now obviously we're nearly there, and like we now just start upping our population cap as well. So the max is 200. Obviously this will only put us up to about 120. So I was going to do a market, but then I changed my mind and I thought actually we'll do a blacksmith. So obviously I used the exact same villager and I just went with a blacksmith. Reason for it is just a technology boost. So obviously I sent a few villagers up here. The reason for that was once I aged up I wanted to build the wall. So obviously I put the wall straight through the middle and got it lined up nicely, and we just got that going. Obviously we just set up the gates ready as well. This just saves everything sort of later down the line. So obviously now that we're effectively in 2 sections, we've got to keep an eye on 2 areas. So I'm kind of going to be sticking around the English for a little bit just to get used to them, and then we're going to start going on to a bit more difficult civs and stuff like that. Now obviously the English on Age of Empires, if you've played it before, they're all about archers, okay, and the longbowmen. They're best for it. Obviously, this scout thought he'd throw one down and then just run away. When that happened, I did decide, right, we're going to chuck a few more military buildings in just to get ourselves going. We then just whack a few more villagers on wood. Now obviously a lot of Age of Empires is literally just building up on wood and stuff like that. And obviously the scout here comes back. Don't know what his thought process in this was, but I mean the end result of it was perfect for me. It left me with a load of free sheep, so I can't complain at that really, to be honest. And now obviously, so as I was saying, I think with Age of Empires it is very much it's a unique kind of game, whether you're gonna like it. I think some will, some won't. Now I personally do really enjoy this game. It is just one of them where there's so many difficult civs and so many that have obviously different abilities and stuff like that, that I think you just need to find the one that works for you. Some people get on the best with the English or maybe the French or the Romans. You just have to find what works for you. So I want to try to master the English, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do basically how I then set up start to finish, and basically how to get the quickest route to get to H2 as the English, but my route. But I always say find what works best for you. Like I might say put 20 villagers on food. Well, that might not work for you. You might want to put 10 and put 10 on gold or something like that. So yeah, it's just whatever works best for you. Obviously here we're just getting a couple of towers built onto the wall as well, now that it's fully constructed. And then we do obviously get ourselves a little bit of stone as well, just to get another tower on. A little, which is why you see me sort of floating between those two sections. Now obviously the reason I put the wall there was just to kind of give protection over the gold. So I'm going to say that sentence again because I feel very tired. Which is very, very bad at obviously recording. But I put the wall where it was to try and get the protection on the gold gathering for the villagers. That was the only reason I put it where I did. Obviously what we're seeing there is I'm just getting a load of farms down for my villagers. Now I've seen a few different things on tips with the English, and I'm trialing sort of all of them out just to see which one works best and easiest for me. But obviously as you can see we're getting a nice little population going on. So little recap, the last few times that I have played this with me and Synergy, we literally just either get absolutely stonewalled or we do the stonewalling. We either steamroll through everyone. Now obviously I'll come back to that in a second. What we're seeing here is I was going to put a town centre there, but what I then did was I realised how close I was to age up to H3. And that is where I changed my mind, because with the English, they're H3, you have an option of a town centre. Obviously, that's twice that I've done that in the recording of this video. I put a house instead of a flipping mining camp, so you know, always good when I do that. Right. And there we have, obviously, the 3 noise as well. It was the fact that I then realised, oh yeah, let me stop that, because I want to put a town centre up here for the pure and simple fact that gives me what I need. It ages me up, and I was planning to put a town centre up there so that I can get villagers out there and start building and everything all up there. But obviously, as we can see, we're slowly building it up. Obviously, we dumped that extra tower in now. And then I did have a moment and I went, hang on. I thought these were 300 gold. They're actually 250, so I had a moment there. So it does make me laugh, because the thing with me when I play Age of Empires, I either really struggle for food or I really struggle for wood. And never ever, it's always one or the other. It's never both. Like, it's never I'm great for this or whatever. Never that, unfortunately. So obviously we've just made our first batch of troops as well. Now, what I was doing when you just see me looking around here is I'm not really looking at what my villagers are doing. I'm looking at the land and just going, what could I do up there? And having a little think. Now obviously we skip up a little bit here as well, and now that obviously the construction is done, we pump out a load of villagers, and honestly this is where the population for us starts booming. We get another farm down. We've obviously got the town hall at the top, we've got the town hall at the bottom, which is protecting the king. So if they come through, they're going to focus on here and this top bit first, before even touching the bottom. Now obviously what you're seeing here is me just pumping down loads of archery ranges. Reason for it, that is the English. That is where you want to focus. So obviously I pump down shed loads. And well, I say shed loads, I pumped down about, I think it was about 10. What we do is we pop our spearmen just outside the gates, just as a little bit of protection, which you'll see why in a moment, why it was lucky I did that. So if you're not sure why I'm clicking through every single site and doing the upgrades, it does the upgrades quicker if obviously you stack them on just one. It takes its time. We do get another lumber camp in for wood as well. And we do get our first siege workshop in as well. So in military side, coming along nicely. That stone vein did finish, and then we started just pumping all of our villagers onto gold. So I pretty much at that point just stopped pumping on my stone, because I thought if I just get the gold, I'll just buy the stone anyway.
Stand up, moving to new Hildeshap. Each will held ahead.
Now I put these in a straight line, and then got them to stand guard. When you pop them into stand guard, basically anything that comes in front of them, they'll just start attacking. Well, so I thought. So this is what makes me laugh. They stand guard, and they just start getting hit, and I'm like, seriously? Are you just gonna... Okay. So I ended up having to make a decision. I got them to just attack the archers. Obviously, they weren't really an issue for the archers at all. And then I got the remaining 4 or 5 to just attack the battering ram. You can see in there as I'm just checking the health of the tower. Obviously they destroy that, I pull them back inside.
Marika, what needeth work? Toon folk, are ye ready?
What needeth be undone? Ikil ha.
See they to work, Ikil build.
See they to
So
work.
obviously as we can see we're just getting the second farm fully operational now. Now we get another siege workshop in.
Building done. It's looking good.
So the population is booming off a bit. Now we're still only at 1640 cap, and I hadn't upped it yet. When I mean by upping it, I haven't put the extra houses in yet.
Hitlock is good.
Now we obviously get in our first crossbowmen. These are going to help towards the end, and will help in protection of what we've got
What
so far.
needeth be undone?
So
Balding done.
my
Hitlock
plan
is good.
literally with this is almost to just get a little bit quicker, get a little bit better. Now we do start construction of our first castle, just to protect the outside of it with them sending battering rams. And you'll see how annoying we get in a second.
Ikil build that for thee.
What needeth be undone?
So we get the villagers out there, and then they start attacking. They really didn't want me to have this castle. Now luckily I did outnumber them, and because I had the range, made it all that a little bit easier for me. So we did manage to do a battering ram quite quick.
It's the ready, crossbowers. Something.
What needeth be undone?
So what I'm just checking there is just seeing, is there any more to be made?
Build that street anew.
And
Ikil
I
happy
pop in a
that
load of
building
stables.
anon. Ikil happy that he building
And I
anon.
thought, at least this way I can have a cavalry
Ikil build that for
and
thee.
long range as well.
Build that street anew.
Crossbowers, dress at shoulder at crossbows. Ferret.
Now
See they to work,
we just push these up a little bit,
Equal habitat you build them.
and obviously we've now got all of our stables being built. We've got decent population across everything. But they sent a second wave, and this was a very, very quick turnaround on a wave, so I was a bit like, oh, okay. But I was not allowed this bloody castle to go up at all. And it's doing my head in. Like, really doing my head in. But we do get that one destroyed as well, which obviously, luckily, their attacks haven't mounted to anything. Now obviously as we go through the next level, obviously we should be intermediate, then hard, hardest, absurd, and I think there is one more after absurd, I can't remember. But that is when it's just going to be even harder, so we do want to get a lot quicker by that point. So what I might do next time is we'll do another 1v1 on harder, on easy again, just get a little bit quicker, and then the second one I might do a 1v2, but we'll go from easy. Obviously with the damage that they've done, we had to get that repaired quickly, so we did. And then because I had no villagers on stone, this is where I decided to put the market, just so that I can buy the stone. Stone veins don't really hold a lot. I think the max that they hold is about 2,400. So, which yes, for stone can go quite a long way. But everything that involves stone is about anywhere between 1 and 500 stone. So it's very, very expensive.
A voice in flesh to make a fall.
What needeth be undone? See they to worker. Build end they that treat anew.
Obviously, there we're just going through the blacksmiths doing the technology. I was having a little read of what they did say. And then obviously we just start doing all the castle stuff as well. Then I realised I have no gold. So I was stuck on gold and just waiting for that. But I've got 16 villagers on it, so I wasn't too worried at all. They've already done 2 waves and they haven't done a lot on their attacks, so I did get quite lucky.
Rita, what needeth worker? Ikill happy that. What needeth be undone?
Now here obviously we're just continuing with the farm and getting more on food, because I did feel like I needed a few more on food.
Arita, what needeth worker? Delphi is midnight.
Then as we keep going through that a little bit more, we obviously upgrade the technology a little bit on the castle. And then I just start deciding, do I want to build up some horsemen? Now, yeah, of course I do. Okay, so we start getting the army ready. I'm thinking we're going to up the population, we're going to get the farming down, and we're going to start getting an army ready for it. So we've got 2 farms fully operational. Obviously we still got all the sheep from Yellow's stock with his scout that did nothing. Now this is why I build at least a minimum of around 10 like military buildings, because at least then you have 10 coming out at a time rather than just 1 or 2. You can only build a couple. So it does make it a little bit harder for you. What I do here is I get all my crossbowmen just onto the wall. Just so one, they're not out in the open. I've got the castle now that is fully healed, and fully repaired. So I can pull them back a bit, get them on the wall. That gives me a bit of an aerial defense with it. Now I get rid of that mining camp. Right, and obviously we're checking the food, seeing what's going on there. Obviously the villagers on that gold vein right next to that town centre are shifting through it. We do make a few more horsemen as well, just to obviously give us that additional amount. And then I think we'll make some siege equipment as well. So obviously we make a few trebs. Trebuchets are good from distance. We take the monarch as well. The monastery, we made that up just to purely get a couple of relics or and get some gold, stuff like that. So I don't often build monasteries, so I was reading up what the upgrades are for it. And obviously, as we can see, we're starting to get a bit of an army, which looks a little bit nicer now. We're still at 140 population as well, so we get another villager on the go as well.
What wilt thou? Aye.
Obviously, I did press the wrong button there. Now, I don't know if they were trying to assault or just to see how good they were. They didn't get very far with it. So here we go. Obviously, we're now just going to put the last few houses in. For population, that'll take us up to the max of 200.
Yare to done some worker.
And I'm still at H3 as well. And I was looking just to see how far back I was. I thought it was food anyway, I just couldn't remember how far. But as I wasn't too far, what you'll see in a second is I do start to get ready. So I was wondering what the hell that attack was. I was like, where's that coming from? Didn't even realise my towers were shooting into the water. And there we are, we're now ready for age 4. I pump all 16 villagers onto this. I whack another key power, or castle, whatever you like. The reason I've done it was just purely and simply just in case. Now obviously what we do here is we just move our horses out. At least this way with the cavalry and everything. There's protection for the villagers there. Obviously I do have 16 villagers, so I was a bit like, oh yeah. What you'll see on the left hand side as well, where it's got 1, 2 and 3, these are number buttons. So I'm numbering up each crew that I want. So, and I send my troops to start attacking the base, because why not? Right, I don't think they're going to get to me anytime soon, so I'll go to them. I've got 3 trebuchets on the way to them. I've got 13 villagers on the age up. So I start sending all my troops. I've almost finished the age up, which is great. And we are coming around the corner of their base. Now I did forget for a moment I was attacking. I was like, oh yeah, right, oh. And then I went, oh, what's going on? Okay, they're attacking there, brilliant. So I started doing the upgrades. And then I was like, I forgot that I'd sent troops to attack. It was only about 30 seconds ago that I sent them. Like, this is how silly I am. I forgot. I still hadn't realised my troops were under attack, and it's telling me. I'm checking, seeing how my villagers are getting on. I ain't checking my troops though that I've just sent in. I went, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thinking that they would get wiped out quite quickly. That's why I didn't really kind of look. Or now I look back, that's probably why. Now we take charge of the attack. So when you press shift in the button that you want, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can have all your crews set up and everything. So it makes it easier to just maneuver. You don't have to go over and click them and stuff like that. And obviously we got the treasure attack and now where then is, and he falls out, and obviously you see me rapidly click in here, but all my troops should go and attack him. And there we have it. A victory in, I would say the recording was about 40 minutes. I've taken a little bit out and just tried to cut it down so it's not too long. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, feel free, let me know your thoughts on it. Do you want more Age of Empires, yeah or no? And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Thank you guys, take care, everybody, bye.